Hi, you're watching CVTV. We're here in Washington, D.C. at Channel Partners Evolution. I'm with Troy Drake, head of channel sales at Telstra. Troy, welcome to the program today.
Thank you very much.
Tell me a little bit about Telstra and the work that you're doing.
What I want everybody to understand about who Telstra is here in the U.S. is that we've been here for 25 years. We're helping customers here in the U.S. connect to Asia.
And now tell me a little bit about your presence domestically.
Yep, so our business in the U.S., as I said, we're celebrating our 25th anniversary in 2019 here in the U.S., so we're quite excited about that. We've got about 100 people across 13 states in 5 offices around the U.S. We support enterprise, e-commerce, finance, wholesale, government organizations, and we really help to enable them to connect into Asia. That's our main focus. Right now we're growing, so we're seeing growth in people, adding people. We're adding office locations to the U.S. and adding network pops to our network as well. So we've added Atlanta, Dallas, Denver, and Seattle recently, really adding some more network resiliency for our customers.
Talk to me a little bit more about Asia. You mentioned what's going on over there.
Yeah, so Asia, we're seeing a lot of growth in Asia right now. So we're seeing about 6% economic growth in Asia. So there's a lot of spending that we're seeing happening in China, India, Indonesia, and Malaysia. That spending is allowing people to access more content because they're taking their mobile phones and they're shopping and they're doing a lot more content from Asia. We're seeing about 20% of that content that is being required coming from Asia being destined for the U.S. So what that's doing is we're seeing a lot of growth in demand of more network capacity and cable systems that are required. So that demand is creating an opportunity for the U.S. channel and for the businesses here to really go after and support these U.S. customers as they look to take on that Asia journey that they're going down. Now, Telstra is supporting our partners and our customers in growing. So we're building 5 new cable systems this fiscal year to really support the demand and the growth generation that's occurring. So within that, we're connecting the U.S. to Asia, U.S. to Australia, and Australia to Asia.
And what are some of those landing points?
Hong Kong, Japan, Singapore, Sydney, Perth, LA, Oregon, and the coast of California.
So really, so you're helping U.S. businesses expand over there, getting up to speed relatively quickly and easily. What else? What are some other key takeaways for agents here?
Yeah, so there's 3 things I'd probably take away. One is you really need to understand the environment you're moving into in Asia. It's very different than the U.S. marketplace. You really need to understand that the subsea capacity that goes into Asia is very susceptible to cable outages. There's a lot of fishing activity, there's a lot of ships that have anchor drops that cut cables, and there's a lot of earthquake activities that really affect a lot of outages. So Telstra has really supported our customers well with building a product called Always On. What that is basically a service that has 3 distinct, separate, diverse cable systems connecting Singapore, Hong Kong, and Japan to allow that activity to occur, which it will occur. But instead of having days and weeks of downtime while you have a ship to go out to fix a cable outage out in the middle of the ocean, we actually have minutes of downtime because we have 3 different routes to be able to transfer that customer to. So we're helping customers with that. Second thing is, I would say you need to have local knowledge. It's very difficult to be in the U.S. working in Asia without having knowledge of the marketplace. So working with a partner that has feet on the ground, understanding of local knowledge, can speak the language, understands the marketplaces and the trends is really important. Again, that's where our expertise comes into play. Telstra has over 20 countries around the world with employees and staff to support our customers and our partners in that journey. The third thing I say is understand the legal regulation environment that's different in Asia than it is in the U.S. Asia's all the different countries are like different states in the U.S., but they all have different rules and regulations. Give you an example. In China, internet security law. China requires that all companies keep their internet data in China borders, and it cannot ever go out. So having that knowledge keeps you safe from regulations and problems with the government. Where Telstra comes into play in that play is that we have the first foreign-owned JV with a company called PBS. It is a full telecommunications service provider within China and has data center and co-locations abilities in there. So we are able to support our customers when it comes to inland China with the rules and regulations, or with Hong Kong, Japan, Korea, Malaysia, wherever it may be.
Excellent. Excellent. Tell me a little bit about Telstra's heritage.
Telstra is Australia's largest telecommunications service provider. Long history, 100 years in service. We're also the largest provider and owner of subsea fiber optic cable systems in Asia Pacific. We have 250,000 miles of cable systems. In that, we have the ability to reach 2,000 POPs in 200 countries around the world. Also, we are one of the first foreign-owned China joint ventures for all telecommunication services in China with a company called PBS. That's quite big for us as well. I guess the easiest way to think about what we do is when you think about Telstra, if you think Asia, think Telstra.
Excellent. Excellent. How can we learn more information?
Probably the best way to go to learning more is to talk to myself and others in the channel program. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn. You can reach out to me on email, troy.drake@team.telstra.com, or you can go to our website, telstraglobal.com.
Great. Well, nice chatting with you. Thank you for going over the program, and good luck this week.